Welcome back, guys, to Unlucky Specialists.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got a special guest in, Seth in the house.
Hey,
How you guys doing?
Doing good, doing well. How are you?
I'm good,
How are you
man.
enjoying the evening tonight?
I'm good, man. It's cool out here, man. Good drinks, good people, man.
Good food?
Your merchandise looks cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, food's amazing. Burgers are good, man.
I'm glad. Let's talk a little sports with you, man.
Let's go, man. Let's jump in there.
Let's jump into a little basketball first.
Let's go basketball.
Something that we know.
got a Spurs
something
fan
we know
in
a
our
little
midst.
bit. We got a Spurs fan in our midst.
Yes, sir.
not every
yes,
day
sir.
that happens.
Right?
Yeah, I know. I'm a rarity.
How does it feel?
What's the state? Current state?
So,
Yeah, right.
Current state of the Spurs. We're kind of like what the Lakers were after Kobe, left.
3 years ago.
Yeah. Or it could be, the same as the 13-13 Lakers. Yeah. Basically the same thing. We're not doing too great. We got two really good young talents.
Right.
DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte's looking good.
Keldon Johnson.
Keldon Johnson.
Olympic gold medalist.
I like Keldon Johnson a lot.
Yeah, he looks good.
I like him a lot. The problem I have with him is he's definitely showed what he is in the Olympics.
Okay.
And he's a very exciting player.
Right.
He does not show that in an NBA game for some reason. 12 points a game. Come on, bro. I feel like with DeJounte Murray being our leading scorer at 18 points, I feel like you do a little bit more than 12 points.
Yeah, so he needs to take a
But
bigger role.
he has it in him. I don't feel like it's something that I'm waiting for that doesn't have a chance to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He has talent. I like the way he plays.
He does. Murray is an amazing defender.
100%.
The length that he carries at point guard is ridiculous.
But do you think DeJounte Murray, let's say you're trying to compete for a ship, you think DeJounte Murray is more like a second best player, a third best player?
DeJounte Murray, for me and the Spurs, fits in perfectly as in, if you guys remember, Bruce Bowen.
Okay.
He's
Right.
Bruce Bowen, definitely better shooter. All around, maybe DeJounte Murray, maybe a better offensive Bruce Bowen.
Right.
But that's the position that if he's in, will win a championship.
Okay.
As a premier point guard, I don't believe so.
Right.
I don't think. And it's not a knock on him. I love him. I love him as a player. He's definitely a Spurs player.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's not a franchise point guard.
He's not.
Especially with that's the diva position now in the NBA.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All the best players,
all the best players are point guards.
Right.
If you look at the Nuggets, they have the MVP on their team, but they're missing their point guard and they don't do shit in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
100%.
Point guard is definitely something that is great that he can defend them, and that's what I mean by Bruce Bowen. Bruce Bowen locked down Kobe. He was our Kobe guy. So we use Murray on the defending point guards. But we can't rely on him. If anybody right now on our team is Keldon Johnson.
Right.
Walker's a stud. Walker reminds me a lot of he could be our this generation Manu. Six man off the bench, but we don't have the team to put him around to put him in that position right now. But
you guys need.
But we need pieces.
You guys need pieces. I feel like the thing.
I feel like you guys got a lot of good players.
I think with the Spurs,
you need pieces.
It's always
to fit around that.
Hard to get the free agents there. It's hard to really attract.
It is. I was a person that was actually against LaMarcus Aldridge signing when we took him.
No, I agree with that.
I loved him in Portland. But what made him want to leave Portland was a big problem with me. The whole beefing with that Lillard's taking over. You can't be like that with the Spurs.
Exactly.
So and at the time he came when Kawhi was starting to come up. So he was gonna. You're not better than Kawhi. You're not better than Damian Lillard. So it was gonna come up, And it did. He handled it a lot better. I think he probably had a little bit more respect for Pop than his coaches in Portland. But at the end of the day, he wasn't the Tim Duncan replacement that we needed.
No, for sure.
Then we got DeRozan's the whole drama with Kawhi.
Right.
I to this day still feel that was Kawhi's uncle all the way.
Oh, for sure.
Wanting more money.
For sure.
I don't feel like he's purposely. He definitely strategically got his way out of there, but I don't think maybe initially it wasn't purposely. It probably turned into it.
Right.
Initially, probably not.
I think there was a lack of trust there. Like that whole injury
There was
situation.
the whole thing. But I mean, look at what he is with LA right now. Like he's a stud when he's on the court, but how many games does he play?
Exactly.
He's not there.
He's not
there. I mean, yeah, he can get you there, but if he's there, like,
if you got the players around him to get you there, he'll get you there.
He'll get you there, you know. But I mean, we got DeRozan, and I just don't feel like. I feel like if you look at the DeRozan season in Chicago, that's because of Pop. It's because of Pop. When he got to San Antonio, Pop opened up his playmaking. Pop made him shoot threes. He didn't do that in Toronto.
Exactly.
He was just straight up scorer, you know.
Right.
So Pop opened that. We needed, I think, a different type of player to carry us than DeRozan. But I mean, it worked out for DeRozan. He opened up his game, and now he's freaking starring in Chicago. You know? So,
what do you think about Pop though? Like, is there going to be a transition there?
I think Pop is there mainly to be a teacher.
Yeah.
I don't think. And it kind of puts me in a position because I love Pop, I love Spurs, but I feel like he's there more to be a teacher. I don't really necessarily think he's super into maybe winning he probably realizes too that we don't have a roster that can even contend. So I think he's just more focused on developing, seeing what he can do with these guys rather than getting us anywhere. And I mean, it's good, but at the same time, it's not.
He needs to know where the vision goes.
You know what I mean?
Forward.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, I understand you're willing to develop them, but do you want to do how you do DeRozan, develop DeRozan so he can flourish somewhere else? Or do you want to develop these guys so they can flourish with us?
So you think Becky Hammond?
100%.
You think Becky Hammond's gonna be the coach, or
I don't think she's gonna get it.
I don't.
I personally, and I mean, this is no knock at all that she's a woman. I just don't think she deserves it. She doesn't. She did great with the D League when they had her down there.
Right.
And I know our team has respect for her, but I need to see a coaching philosophy.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you develop players? Because that's where Pop is right now, but he's excellent at developing the player. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Or are you the type of coach right now with your skills that you need to be a Steve Kerr and take over Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, you know?
Yeah.
And then you can flourish, you know?
Right.
Can you take over a team where their best players are DeJounte Murray and Keldon Johnson and get us anywhere? You know what I mean? That's what I need to know. Well, is somebody going to be willing to say, hey, let's go play for Becky Hammond?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, and unfortunately, that's just where it is.
On that kind of team developed by Becky Hammond.
That's just where it is right now. Like,
it really is.
Unfortunately, that's the truth.
I love that because I rarely hear from a Spurs fan, so it's like good to see inside like the mind of a Spurs fan.
Yeah, I mean.
So I want to ask you, as a Spurs fan living in Los Angeles, living around Laker fans, what you think about what's the current Laker situation?
So as far as the Lakers go, like I'm kind of weird, man. Like I moved from Puerto Rico to Tennessee, so I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, right?
Right.
My dad is from San Antonio, Texas.
Right.
I lived in Tennessee prior to getting the Grizzlies. They were still in Vancouver.
Yeah. Right.
So that's how I became a Spurs fan, right? Watching the Spurs and loving them so much is how I started to hate the Lakers. Like, I didn't know much about the Lakers, but I knew Kobe don't pass the bar at all. I knew Derek Fisher's only famous because he gets lucky in the last few seconds of games. Like that's what I knew. You know what I mean?
You grew up on.
Yeah. So. I've always hated the Lakers, but I've always had Laker fans around me just because they're such a wide brand. Like in Tennessee,
everywhere.
There's a bunch of LA Laker fans. You know what I mean? So, as far as the state now, like, I'll say this: I'm in an awkward position because I've always been a LeBron fan. I've loved LeBron since.
Yeah, LeBron's amazing.
I've always gone for LeBron unless the Spurs were playing him.
And they played him a lot.
In the finals, I hate LeBron. Outside of the finals, you know, I'm cool with him.
Right.
So when he went to the Lakers, it was just like And then this year, one of my all-time favorite players is Carmelo Anthony. And you guys got Carmelo Anthony. I'm like, this is bullshit, man. But yeah, man. I mean, you guys. The problem with you guys, in my opinion, is Anthony Davis.
Okay. I feel like we're hearing this repetitive thing. Anthony Davis,
and Russell Westbrook's turnovers. Are you guys' problems.
Well, what about Anthony Davis?
Anthony Davis came from New Orleans.
Right.
I think his highest point total one year was what? I think 28 points. I think close to it. 28 and like 12 and like 4 blocks, like ridiculous. These aren't exaggeration stats. Like this is for real.
Right.
And he doesn't average double-digit rebounds with the Lakers.
He doesn't.
He doesn't seem as intimidating on the defensive end with the Lakers.
100%.
And the points, I mean, I think he's averaging 24, 23, which, is not bad. But when you're someone that's looked at as, hey, LeBron James is supposed to be our second best player, that's not cutting it. You know what I mean? Like, you have, 37-year-old LeBron averaging more points, maybe around the same rebounds. I think he's averaging like 5.5, so like a little bit of less rebounds, more assists, more steals. Like, come on, man, what are you doing?
Yeah, AD has to grab the torch.
You gotta be the man.
Yeah.
Exactly. They brought you in. They traded so many people for you to be the man.
Yep.
For you to lead this team and say you won a championship already with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when we won it, he was like I said earlier, like LeBron James was the best player, but he was leading.
No, but the thing about LeBron, you guys' championship year, the thing about LeBron is he averaged the career high in assists.
He did.
He averaged double-digit assists. So that means people were making the play when he was giving them the ball. You know, and that's not happening right now. It's not happening. And the problem with LeBron is, last year in the playoffs, it could have been a little bit of his ankle, but I feel like he started to show a lot of signs that, like, hey man, all these fucking jump shots, bro, need to stop.
It's a little old.
You need to stop.
Low.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not Steph Curry. Like, you're shooting good. You're shooting all right, or respectable at 34, 35%.
I get that.
But it's not your game, you know? And he's showed a couple times this season, even though he hasn't played much, that he still can drive and bully you.
Yeah.
But that's not what you want LeBron doing in the 26th game of the season.
No way.
You want LeBron doing that in the playoffs.
Exactly. You want him to be
You want AD to be averaging 30 and 12 a game.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, Westbrook to average, maybe 10 points, but have the playmaking going with it, you know? Like,
it hasn't been playing out to the way that the Lakers have been wanting.
It hasn't.
But I mean, you guys have had injuries too. Like,
exactly.
You gotta give
we can fight it and say it's injuries.
I'm giving it to the All-Star break, bro. If we're not got it together by All-Star break, it's gonna be tough.
Not gonna work out.
Hey man, I will say this, dude. The Warriors about to get Klay Thompson back.
Yeah, it's crazy. And with Phoenix playing the way Phoenix is playing, it's a little hard.
Phoenix is crazy.
It's gonna be a little hard.
But you know what? Everybody's sleeping on it. Last year I called it too. Drew Holiday, man. Everybody's still sleeping on the fact that the Bucks got Drew Holiday. They're undefeated with the. They don't play much. The big three don't play much, but when they play, no one beats them.
I think they're 11.
I love it.
No one beats them.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you guys. Thank you, Seth, for coming on.
Yeah,
sitting down, talking with us. A little NBA.
A little Spurs action.
Yeah.
A little action. Thank you guys for being here at the pop-up.
No, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.